What is welcome back with another Doki Doki mod video. Now, I might have a bit of explaining to do. This is technically episode 4 or video 4. Well, this is. I recorded video 3, but as you can see, we're not at the point we were. Because I saved. I saved here and here. We had a choice, and that's where I ended the last video. But, if we go on the window, let me have a look on OBS. OBS was a little thing, and it recorded episode 3, but it froze on OBS except my webcam. So you didn't actually see any of the game. You just saw OBS. Thank you, OBS, for freezing. But it's working now, as you just saw. So if you guys want to play this mod, link will be in the description. And I'm sorry, I am not going back over it because for episode 2 or video 2 of this mod, I had to repeat as well. And I'm not spending another time doing that. My throat hurts now. Let's get into it. Did I just get friend zoned already? I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying that, something like that. Oh yeah, basically. Right, yeah, freeze the video. Freeze the video, this is some of the text you can have. There you go. Enjoy. You can catch up a tiny bit. Or just play the mod for yourself, you know. Or watch the demo. Card icon popping up. And as you can see, I'm with the webcam. I said so much in that video. Oh, should I just upload it? If you want me to upload it, I will upload it after this, okay? Anyways. Yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just very annoyed about it now. If you want me to upload the video, tell me. You're just going to see OBS in the background, and you'll just hear my webcam talking, so you won't see the actual game, but you'll still hear the audio of it. So tell me if you want that in the comment section, and I'll upload after this part, okay? It begins to fill up the picture. Idiot, do you think Monika's mad at me? Think back to Monika's blank expression. I don't think Monika's the type of person to get upset over something like that. I should apologise to her, right? I think so. Just tell her how you feel. It wasn't right for her to intrude on us. You are right. I'm just not very good at displaying my emotions. Don't really get to experience social interaction. Oh, the water. Experience social interactions as much as other people. And when I do, I usually end up embarrassing myself. I unintentionally give her a look of pity. That's really annoying me now. I'm sorry if I'm off. I try to come up with something to say. Yuri, yeah? She looks at me with upturned eyes, like I'm some sort of painting she's appreciating in a museum. I think you have enough water. Huh? Yuri looks down at the picture. Water's completely overflowing and spilling over. Oh, I didn't expect him to say that, if I'm honest. Yeah, quickly, let's go over mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, it's fine. It is? Yeah. I'm sorry I distracted you. Then okay. Yuri jumps out the excess water. I need to do something here. Yuri's clearly still on edge. Yuri, look at me. Huh? It's gonna be fine. You didn't do anything wrong. I wasn't focusing on the water. I'm not talking about the water. I mean with Monika. You don't have anything to worry about. Are you sure? I'm sure. Here, I'll prove it to you. From this moment on, I promise I'll do everything in my power to stop anything from hurting you. I guess that was probably a very odd thing to say to a guy I only met 3 days ago. Maybe. So, thank you, idiot. Huh? Let's go to the classroom now. Everyone's probably wondering where we are. Yeah, let's go. I'm not entirely sure what just happened, but it appears Yuri's at least let go of her current anxiety. Good job, idiot. As we end, I can feel the penetrative stares of the other club members. Idiot, do you like oolong tea? I'm not really that knowledgeable when it comes to tea, so I guess whatever's fine. Perhaps I can teach you sometime of the art of making tea. That'd be a nice date, huh? I guess I said too much. So, what exactly is the first step to making a hot cup of tea? I do my best to lighten my mood. Oh well, allow me to show you. Who sets the temperature of the kettle to 200 degrees? Now it's time to get a teapot. You do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the tea and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking recently. I decided that I'll try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. Well, it's you who's around anyway. It's getting hot again. Whew. That's a great idea, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, idiot. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. My face is probably bright red at this point. I want Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Idiot, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Eh, why is that? It's a little bit easy on my back. I can lean my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have a back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yeah. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. That's why we should sit on the floor. I am 99% sure we're not talking about her reading posture, but I think it's best to leave a conversation about maybe, idiot. Don't go too far. I'll go get the book. I'll retrieve a book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. Oh, we get the good old CGI. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayo's candy radar. I take it and since it'll go well with the tea. You and I sit against the wall and the teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? I always found Yuri cute since the moment I laid eyes on her, but when she's been less apprehensive, I feel like my heart's about to burst. Your teacup? He hands me my teacup. Oh, thanks. Holding my hand while it's not on the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her posture. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around us faded away. I call upon every reserve of my willpower I have in order to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. This is so stupid, and I'm still annoyed about the last video. Oh, I hate that. A whole 20 minutes, and it was just my webcam froze over OBS. Sorry, my webcam wasn't frozen, OBS froze over DDLC. Oh. Run, Lena. Keanu shoots at me. Shouts at me. I run as fast as I can. Ugh. I hit something solid and fall on my back. Upon impact, my back of my head collides with the earth. My head begins to throb uncontrollably. I just try to see what I ran into. A guard appears before me. He gazes down at me with a sinister smile. He then motions to another guard and shouts something foreign. Get off me! I hear Keanu yell from several yards behind me. I try desperately to see what's going on. Oh no. Suddenly I remember I have chocolate with me. How could you forget about chocolate? Bad idiot. Put a teacup between my legs and fumble with a chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of a book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. You're right. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold a book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, here we are. Good old classic CGI. She holds it so I don't have any harder. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. My brain is short-circuiting at this point. In that case, he's already dragged back into a book. I take a chocolate cane and pop it in my mouth. And I take another chocolate. I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips, as if this situation was completely natural. What the hell am I supposed to do here? I can't stop now. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Your expression suddenly breaks. Oh, that's adorable. Did I just... Yuri looks at me and she needs to cover what happened. Idiot. Oh, that's adorable. He's changed the facial expressions. So sorry. I guess I should have done that. One of these days I'll hold a conversation with a girl without making a fool of myself. Maybe, idiot. Maybe one day. And that's... Well... You were just helping. That's something that friends do. Right? I mean... Not really in this kind of context, but... Yeah... That's all it was. Yeah. Then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. At this point I can hear my own heart racing. He tries to return the book, but even I can tell just by her expression that she can't focus now. She is flustered. I'm in too deep to stop now. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. I start to paste it in my mouth. But this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Her lavender eyes pierce through mine. I notice the chest rise and fall into the rhythm of the breaths. I have half a chocolate sticking out my mouth. Come on! I remember in the mod they don't do this. But come on, you can do it. Monika will not distract you, I hope. I lean my face towards Yuri, as if both of us in a trance. Our face is growing ever so closer. The rest of the world is gone. Just me and Yuri. Oh, for God's sake! Single moment in time. Okay, everyone. Ah! In my panic, I accidentally inhale the chocolate. I start to cough uncontrollably while the other members just stare pitifully. I gulp down the rest of Yuri's tea to wash down the chocolate. It's time to share poems. You can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spells are abruptly broken. No, I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. He picks up the teacups from the floor. God damn it, Monika, why did you have to do that? You only made us die. Choking. It's a choking hazard. Once I calmed down from near-death experience, I picked up my bag of chocolate. See? Near-death experience. You could have died. In the end, we hastily clean up without so much of a word between us. I have a feeling this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Most likely. Show and tell time. Ready to take a look at my poem today? Of course. I'm eager to see how you've improved. I won't exactly say I've improved, but we'll see what happens. I hand you my poem. Mr. Fingers, despite bitter judgment, despite what you know, eternity is encased in a rusty cage. No one can leave, no one can be free. Feeling of rust on fingertips, like rusty spoons. It's almost the whole of the sound of rusty spoons on a rusty cage, scraping, scraping, scrape, as contamination washes over the desolate landscape. The birds chirping turns to cries of men, the howling wind turns into screams of children, rustling leaves turns to deafening silence. Silence is all there is in a rusty cage, except when the silence is broken by a rusty spoon. Idiot! I really hope you doesn't feel I wrote this poem down in one go. I've no idea how to use symbolism or something, or anything. Literally everything in my poem is just scrambled words put together to pretend to have meaning. She's a very perceptive reader though. This isn't good. She's gonna find out I bullshit in my poem. This poem is phenomenal. What? If I had to guess the section of this poem, I can see a lot of symbolism. First glance, it may appear as if the writer has no idea what they No, it's not that. First glance is correct. She hit the nail on the head right there. But diving further into it, the way you describe a rusted cage and spoon, and use of auditory examples. Hey, you correct me if I'm wrong, is this poem describing the mind of someone with schizophrenia, right? Cage representing the mind, the rusty spoon similar to spasmodic thoughts pound on one's brain. My hard sounds show the hallucinations one hears and sees. What the Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to convey in that when writing that. Yeah, sure. 100%, you know. Yeah. Big brain. Big brain. Your poem is indescribable, but in a good way. How did you manage to pick on these techniques so quickly? Thanks, Yuri. Although I'm sure it's nothing in comparison to what you wrote. You flatter me, idiot. However, you shouldn't cut yourself short. The more practice you able to display your reader in most inner thoughts. I don't know, Yuri. Being a machine... I can't say words. On my mind are enigma. Milk spills. Anyway, please continue. Yeah. As I was saying previously, you shouldn't be... Wait, what? Milk spills. Okay. As I was saying previously, you shouldn't be afraid of being more daring with your work. Rather than write down your thoughts, write down what you see and hear. That sounds like a good exercise, Yuri. Maybe I'll try it out. I have an example of that. Do you maybe want to? I would love to read it. Yuri smiles dreamily and hands me a poem. Oh, for God's sake, why is it so long? The raccoon. It happened in the dead of the night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as a wandering human. I gave the I gave Raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious is well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. And the enticing beauty of my cutting knife was symptom. Bread, my hungry curiosity, raccoon. Something. An urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects a much more light of my cutting knife. Very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. A slice of bread, fresh and soft, raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. Raccoon has taken to following me. You can say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread's always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, raccoon shows in me its excitement. God, I can't read. A rush of blood. Classic Pavling conditioning? Or a slice of bread. And I feed myself again. I was a little more down with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. Somewhat metaphorical. Maybe I'm just dense, but I don't have the slightest clue as what this poem is supposed to mean. That's right, it's a bit close to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it as a face value, then I can't even feel what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think something that different people kind of relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. They're those sort of things I usually force to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Well, why do you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Do you really think that, Yuri? Yuri nods slowly. Well, I suppose I can't speak for him, but I want to know that. No matter how strange your hobbies may be, I would never judge you based on them. That's a pretty fair enough assumption. I'm still annoyed that the last video, OBS, was, messed up. I'm annoyed about that, so I feel off reading these. That's why I'm getting many more. That's why I can't speak properly. You don't really mean that. Of course I do. Everyone has their own weird hobbies that they may not want to share. Plus, it's not like you're doing anything dangerous, right? Right? I mean, I know I have a lot of guilty pleasures I'm embarrassed about. Like, everyone has a little something like that. The best way we can do is respect each other and our individual word. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I had learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really aren't many people like you, idiot. But that's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. Never thought I'd feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But I always feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. I try to hide the fact I'm starting to blush. It is nothing really. Then he smiles sincerely at me. For just a moment her timidness seems to disappear. Epic. Well, once again, that's everyone. After yesterday, I thought it was a bit easier to share my poem today. After all, anything would be a big improvement for a poem I wrote for yesterday. On the other side of the room, say I was talking to Natsuki. Wait, so he didn't kill him because his mothers both named Martha? Yep. That's a lazy writing, don't you think? So my hands around the room, I stopped when Yuri and Monika were sharing my poems. It looks like Yuri's trying to apologise. Oh, don't tell me this is when they fight. Yuri, let me tell you something. Monika leans into Yuri's ears. Do you understand? Yeah. Yuri nods timidly. What was that about? I begin to walk over, but Monika grabs everyone's attentions. Okay, everyone. I believe that concludes the poem sharing for today. Monika, I have to go early and catch up on homework. Is that okay? Sure, Sayori. See you later. Bye! Sayori waves goodbye and skips off. I have to go too. My dad's making dinner and I have to be there on time. Natsuki leaves without saying anything else. Monika goes behind the teacher's desk to do club pose and surf, I suppose. Because at least Yuri and me. I walk up to her. Hey Yuri. Is everything alright? Is there something you want to tell me? I'm gonna go do something! Yuri rushes out of the room clinging to her backpack. Well, that was odd. Monika said to her something and that's not good! Turn and stare at Monika. Hey Monika? She looks up from the stack of papers. Is there something you need, idiot? Do you know what's going on with Yuri? She's a strange one, isn't she? Not that there's anything wrong with that, mind you. Yeah, but she seemed to be acting stranger than normal. Maybe you should just ignore her. Ignore her? Yuri isn't used to being around new people. That's why I shouldn't talk to her. No. It's okay to make some, to make some like small talk, but you don't need to get too attached. He has a way of being a bit obsessive when it comes to these things. Now I'm really lost. I have no idea what she's talking about. I don't think I'm following. We ain't listening. I ain't listening to you, Monika. I don't want to hear your false words, accusations. She was also reading Portrait of Markov. I'm not happy about that. Oh yeah, that was the last video. She's reading Portrait of Markov. I'm very annoyed about that. I swear to God, if it throws over this time, I'll not be happy. But you probably won't see this video. So if you guys want to see the last video, so you may not be able to, like, you won't see Monika, you won't actually see what I'm reading, but you'll still actually hear, and you'll still know what happens in the story of the mod. Or if you don't want me to upload it, that's perfectly fine with me. It's up to you guys. Poll up around now, voting if you want me to put it up or not. So if you guys like this video, smash the like button where it hurts. Also, if you're new to the channel, press the subscribe button too. And also turn that notification bell to get notified when I upload or when I stream. And I'll see all you amazing and beautiful people in the next video. Bye bye.